Good morning, Monday the 20th of June, 7:30 in the morning, and I'm down at Belfast Harbour Marina once again, checking out what's in harbour. Most of the bigger boats are still here. But there's something that has been added to the marina here. And this is one of the Elmers. Apparently this is based on a cartoon character, Elmer. I've never heard of Elmer. But these elephants are based on Elmer, and these sculptures have been placed all around Belfast city centre at main landmarks. And they're here to encourage us to donate to a very worthy cause, which is the Belfast Children's or Northern Ireland Hospice and Children's Hospice. And my father-in-law spent his last days in the Marie Curie Hospice, so we know the terrific work that these folk do, that quite frankly our NHS should be doing, but isn't. So this is an Elmer, and these have been placed in a sort of a big Belfast trail, and I think there maybe is about 20 of these. I saw a brave few of them as we were travelling through Belfast yesterday. Mightn't be 20, maybe 15, I don't know. And they're going to be here for 5 months. And it'll be a pity whenever they're removed, because they're quite colourful and cheerful looking. This one's The Setting Sun, and it was done by Lauren Martin. Whatever the day has brought, the sun will always set. Well, that's true. And it will be beautiful. Using the style of stained glass windows, I wanted to portray something certain, pure and eye-catching. Life can often feel like an anxious blur, and we do not have control over many things, but one thing we know for sure is that the sun will always set, and tomorrow is a new opportunity to start over. Isn't that good? That's very poetic and sensible. NI Hospice cares for 4,000 babies, children and adults with life-limiting conditions every year. We wrap our care around the patients, our patients and their families, to improve their lives. It's one of the best organisations Belfast has. Now this is Elmer. And if you can, I would encourage you to donate. It's also promoting Wild at Heart and Andersen Press. So this is the Elmers, one of the Elmers, and I'll see if I can video a few more around the city centre. And it's sponsored by all these folk down here. Belfast City Council, Flynn Building and Maintaining Standards, Building and Maintaining Standards, Antrim and Newton Abbey Borough Council, Castle Court, and U105. There we go. We shout out for the Elmers down at Belfast Harbour Marina. And here I am down at the Lagan Lookout, videoing another Elmer. And the big fish is over here. And the old courthouse is there, and Belfast City Centre is behind me, and the bridge, walk bridge across the Lagan is there. So this is another Elmer. And this one's by Jason Curtis. Everyone talks about the Titanic, that's true. No one talks about the iceberg. Today the iceberg has a far more urgent and uncomfortable global significance that nobody wants to talk about. Well, actually, everybody is talking about it. Climate change, whoa. There's the train going across. Rather than climate change, I'm more interested in cancer, because people around me are dying of cancer, and I can't see anybody in Northern Ireland dying from climate change. But that's just me. Well, there's the old bike sitting ready to go. There's the train going across. Well, there's the old bike sitting ready to go. And we're down at Wellington Place, and it's another elephant. And this one's got the Beatles on the front. I like this one. Beatles on tour. And they did tour Belfast. And there's all the other ones. School's out for summer from Alice Cooper. And this highlights the music scene and the tours of Belfast. I think this is very good. Old Divine Comedy and Robbie. The Peters sessions, there's Brian Kennedy, the Kinks, one of my favourites. I'm glad I stopped for this. I wasn't going to. Bob Dylan. Cool. And what does he say? It's Anne-Marie Byrne. A trip down memory lane. Bell remembers the many great concerts hosted at King's Hall. The iconic building has been turned into a jukebox. The sides show various albums by a few of Northern Ireland's most famous travelling bands, which, while a roll call of some of the bands who played in the venue is shown around her feet. The front shows the Beatles arriving at Shannon Airport in '64. This one is for music fans. And that's me. So I like this. All our yesterdays recorded on Elmer the Elephant. I moved on in front of Belfast City Hall, and the sun is shining. And this Elmer celebrates Belfast. And why not? Okay, what's this one about? Ah, nice bike. This is by Starburst. Belfast City Council. As principal partner for the trail, the Belfast City Council graphic design team have designed this Belfast Elmer just like the character of Elmer. Belfast is energetic, optimistic, and loved for its resilience, friendliness and great crack. This is reflected in our bold, colourful and eye-catching Belfast Elmer. There you go. Yes. And this is me down on Victoria Road, outside Biddle's Bar. And there's another Elmer elephant. Within the Flowers by Rhea Hanlon. Within the Flowers is inspired by local wildlife and nature within Northern Ireland. Is that good? That's what I'm all about. I like nature and wildlife. The design is filled with detail that creates depth and focusing on local flora and fauna. The aim is to encourage kids to search the design and find as many creatures as they can within the piece, hopefully spotting a new beetle, bug or animal that they may not have seen before. Within the Flowers design is to show that there might be other little creatures enjoying the local flowers as much as you. And there's a butterfly, and there's a snail, and there's another butterfly type thing. And there's a ladybird, and there's a beetle, and there's a bird, and there's a worm, and there's a snail, and there's a caterpillar, and there's a bumblebee. That's good. Like that. Very creative, these Elmers, and they certainly add something to the locations that they have been set in. And yet another Elmer. This is the architecturally outstanding waterfront hall with the carbuncle added onto the back end of it and spoiled it. But we'll not dwell on that. Here's another Elmer. What does this one say? And this one is by Rachel McGill. Be a Wildflower. An abstract wildflower design inspired by wildflower's ability to adopt, bloom and inspire beauty in unexpected and sometimes difficult conditions. This bold and vibrant colours used hope to evoke a sense of movement and joy. Not nice? Oh, that's class. Oh, beautiful morning too. Pity there wasn't more wild flowers about here. I mean, there's a plot in the front of the waterfront, and it could be easily sown out in wildflowers. But there you go. People just don't think outside the box. Need a bit of a nudge to do so.